Hey y'all, welcome to Wind Down Wednesday. We're not exactly in the garden today. It just got through raining when I got home a little while ago, and it has now, it's really wet out there, so there's not really much I'll be able to do in the garden today. So I thought it'd be a good day to talk about some things that we use around the garden and around our chicken coops that help with predators and like deer and stuff like that is in the garden. Also today, our wine that I selected is not a red. I know that's going to come as a shock to a lot of people, but I recently kind of got an interest in rosé because reds are great, but it is so hot in Alabama. It's nice to have a wine option that is not red and it's not going to make you hot, and something that is refreshing and will cool you off. So our wine this week is a rosé. I got it at Publix. I think it was like $14 or $15. And it has cute little chicks and a rooster on there, which will mean a lot. And it's a little Easter egg as to what will come at the end of the video. So make sure you continue to watch and see who our special visitor is for this week. It's a 2023. It does have a screw cap on it, which I have a whole rant about screw tops and wine, but we'll give it a try. So I went ahead and poured a glass already. It's cold. I had stuck it in the freezer for a little bit. Smells good. Okay, that's really good. I like that. It doesn't really have a ton of flavor, which I'm okay with, especially in like refreshing drinks. Like I don't need a lot, and I'm not really, I guess, going after a bold, I don't know. As I said in my last video, probably should learn how to explain these things, but I'm gonna keep it real here on the farm. So as I said, this week I thought it would be fun, since we can't really get out in the garden and see things and do things because it's wet, to show y'all some of the stuff that one of the things that I have found really beneficial at keeping deer out of my garden this year, and raccoons and turkeys and rabbits and you name it. I think it's really helped. And I bought a bunch of these at the beginning of the summer. I actually gave one to my dad too, because he has a raised bed that he grows lettuce in, and he felt like it might have helped a little bit. I don't know. I think it's worth a try. Obviously those animals are our friends, but they are very destructive. And especially when you're trying to grow a crop to sell, or even if you're just growing your crop to eat, like it's disheartening to walk out and be like, wow, Bambi trampled through all of my squash plants. Especially with all the work you put in and all the money, you want to try to keep them out. They can roam somewhere else. So I'm talking about twinkle lights or fairy lights, whatever you want to call them. Like I said, I got these off Amazon, and I thought it would be a good day to do this because these are on special for Amazon Prime Day. I will include the link of the ones that I bought that you can just click on and you can purchase from there. But they are solar powered, and then they have a little, stick. There was a little pokies thing on the end, but it must have come off at some point. Anyway, so they come like this, and then you get them and you just kind of spread them out. And anytime the wind hits them or whatever, they just kind of bounce around. So they look like little fairies in your garden, which is kind of cute. I will say, at the beginning of the summer, before all of our plants got big, it was kind of fun to look out the window and see all of them just kind of hopping around, because it legitimately looked like fairies in a garden. But it also makes animals think that there's something out there and they're not going to come to it. Because deer, especially if you put a solar light out, they will get used to that one solar light and they'll be like, joke's on them. Like, we know that that's not a person. And so these help because they just kind of float around. I put them kind of sporadically throughout the garden. There's really no pattern. I just kind of mixed and mingled and put them on the edge and stuff like that. And I feel like it's helped. They've been a huge benefit. I also put them around my chicken coop because I was hoping it may deter some predators or something from getting in my chicken coop at night. They're cute little fairy lights. And yeah, so we are going to meet a special guest. She does not have a name yet. My family and my husband have been like, don't name the chicks. But I really just want to name them. This one's special because anytime I walk into the chicken coop, which is daily, she runs up to me and she acts like she is my best friend. It's probably because I've been giving them watermelon and cucumbers and tomatoes and peaches and whatever else is gone bad or about to go bad, and we're just not going to eat it. Or like the watermelons that had spots on the ends, I cut that off and gave it to them. And that's probably why she loves me, but I choose to believe she actually loves me. Okay, so here's our friend. As I said, she doesn't have a name yet, but she's so pretty. And she's being a little camera shy. Normally she's super friendly, but she is one of our hens that we have. And yeah, so she's just super friendly, always runs up to you. She's about 12 weeks old now, maybe closer to 14. They just got moved into a bigger pen that's kind of our temporary coop that we'll eventually are going to use for our like meat birds. But we're working on getting our big coop built because I want to have them a little place. But yeah, so she's a sweet girl. I thought it'd be fun to kind of introduce y'all to some of our chicks. She is our friendliest. She has a sister that looks just like her in the pen, but obviously I couldn't hold two at one time. So yeah, so just a few of the little animals we have on the farm. Produce is kind of, for us, is coming to an end. I know a lot of farms, you know, it gets hot and it gets harder to keep everything alive, but there's still farms out there that have tons of produce, and make sure you shop local. It helps local farmers, it helps your economy, and it's better food. Would love for you to buy from us. We have a lot of tomatoes right now, so if you're interested in any variety of tomatoes, you know, canning tomatoes, be sure to let us know. We do still have okra as well, so we'd love to share with you some of our stuff, but if not, make sure you buy locally. Cheers.